and welcome. My name is Laura and I am equal parts fashion and coffee. Welcome to part 2 of my bag review of the Louis Vuitton Coussin bag. If you are interested in bag reviews and coffee related content and other fashion related content, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you are the first to know when I post a new video. Today we are going to be talking about the new Louis Vuitton Coussin bag, which I am so excited to have in the PM size, and this is in the cream color. Like I said earlier, this is part 2 of the review on this bag. If you want to check out the first part of that video, I'm going to be discussing a lot more of the details of the bag, such as the materials and size and different colorways it comes in. But in this video, it's going to be a little bit more chatty, and I'm going to be telling you why I decided to pick this bag over some other bags I had been eyeing. On February 19th, I saw Amy Song post on Instagram a picture of this exact bag, and I just fell in love. I didn't know what bag it was. I had never seen it before. I just saw the hashtag LV Coussin. So I immediately contacted my SA, a picture of the bag, and I asked, when it was going to be released and the pricing and, color information about it and everything else. So my SA told me that it was going to come out on February 26th, and it was definitely going to be the hot bag of the season. And if it was something I was interested in, I needed to pull the trigger very, very quickly. So once I knew a little bit more information about the bag, I checked it out on the website and I decided that I definitely wanted the smaller size. I did like the colors that the smaller size came in. Also, the price difference was pretty significant. This price is $35.50, whereas the MM size is $39.50, and it just seemed like a better fit for me personally. So I decided I 100% wanted this bag. I was really interested in it. 2 days before, I actually contacted client services to see what they would recommend, if I should try to get the bag in store or try to get it online. And because I had a specific color and size I really wanted, they did recommend that I try to get it online. I was told that typically new bags are available between 3 and 4 a.m. on the website. So the night of, or the early morning of the 26th, I set my alarm for 3 a.m. and I just stalked the website and I just kept refreshing and checking, and after about an hour, it just wasn't available. So around midnight before the release of the bag, I checked the website and you can actually see the stock, which stores have the bag in stock, and I noticed there were, around midnight, it was actually updated. So I did see that there was none of the cream colored bags in my area, which is in New Jersey or New York City, which is typically where I would shop. There was some in the King of Prussia Mall, and I did see that the only colors that were really available were the black in the PM and the MM size in some of the stores in New York and New Jersey. I think there was only, the Soho store and one other store had a few in stock, but every other store had absolutely no stock. So I stayed up all night and I kept checking the website, and finally when the bag became available online, it was around 5 a.m. I decided to pull the trigger and I purchased it. I did continue to check the stock on the website throughout the day, and I did notice that the silver and the green in the PM size sold out almost immediately, while they still had stock of the red, the black, and the cream color in the PM, and also the black color of the MM. The khaki color I did not actually see available online at all. I'm assuming that there was just too many pre-orders for that bag and that it was never actually able to hit online. Later that day, I did connect with my SA and I let her know that I was able to secure the bag online and how excited I was. She did tell me that they actually got none of the bags in stock at her store. So I definitely think that in the future, if you want either this bag or another really hot bag, I would highly recommend trying to get online. Don't necessarily go based on stock information on the website, because those can just be for pre-orders. The store might not even have any in stock for customers who did not pre-order the bag. By about 3 p.m. that day, all of the bags had been sold out with the exception of the black MM bag. The first colors to go for the PM were the green, then silver, white, then red, and then black. And for the MM, like I said, the khaki wasn't even available online, and then the black color was the last to sell out. The reason that I'm always interested in this information is because I like to know which bags are most popular, so that this way I can make an informed decision. If you are planning on reselling your bag at some point, it's good to know which colors are most popular. So I would definitely say the most popular is going to be the MM khaki, which is a beautiful olive green color. I would highly recommend you check that one out. And if you do want to get a smaller bag, I would definitely recommend going for either the green, the silver, or the cream color. When I was deciding which bag to get, I was really torn between the Bottega cassette with chain, which I absolutely loved. I love the way Hailey Bieber styles hers. I just think it's an absolutely beautiful bag, but for $39.90, it was a little out of my price point. I also knew that the bag had already hit its peak as far as popularity, and it had been slowly and steadily decreasing. The other bag that I've been absolutely obsessed with is the Fendi Baguette, the new version of it, and I believe it's in the large size. It's in the Zucca print, and I absolutely love that bag. And I was actually saving up for it last year when it was around $2,700 on the website, and when I was finally ready to pull the trigger on it, I noticed that there was a price increase and it had went up to $31.90. And I just was not comfortable spending that much on a canvas bag, so I decided not to get it. I still absolutely love that bag and think about it all the time, but I am so grateful I didn't buy it at its new price point, and that is because I see it now listed on StockX for about $2,200 to about $2,700 brand new. Now, if you're somebody who wants to purchase from store, you know, that might not matter to you, but for me, that's not as important. And it definitely just shows that the value of the bag has decreased significantly, and it has not stayed in line with the price increase. I did check StockX to see about the Bottega cassette with chain, to see if that bag has increased or decreased in value. I was not able to see any that had sold on StockX, but I did see the padded cassette bag, and that had decreased over the last few months by about $200 to $300 in value. So why does this matter? Well, if you're going to invest in a bag and you're planning on having it forever, it probably doesn't matter, right? So who cares if the price increases a few hundred or decreases a few hundred? But if you're someone like me that likes to have the trendy bag, and you're okay with potentially letting it go after a few months or even a year, then this is pretty important information to be aware of. So while I was looking at the Fendi bag, as soon as I saw that it had a price increase, I knew immediately that that wasn't something I was going to get. And I think that that's because traditionally, as a bag has a price increase, and especially if it's a trendier bag, it's not necessarily going to hold that value. That's like the hype value of the bag. I feel like Louis Vuitton was very smart a few years ago when the multi-pochette first came out. They did the same thing I feel like they're doing with this bag, which is they sent it to a bunch of influencers. It flooded Instagram, Pinterest, everywhere. And the multi-pochette had such limited availability that it was no longer available online or in store by the time people wanted it. And I feel like that's exactly what's happening with this bag. It had very limited availability. If you didn't get it the day of, you're not going to be able to get your hands on the bag for a while. I did ask my SA what the wait list was, and she said probably about 10 weeks. And I really do think that they're probably going to do a price increase before the 10-week period because it's such a hot bag. So that's why I jumped on this bag as soon as I saw that it was going to be coming out on February 26th. And it was sent to so many influencers, and it was a bag that I really liked. I just think it's a great investment because chances are it is going to have a price increase by the end of the summer. And even if not, because it was so hard to get, it is going for much over retail currently on StockX and eBay and some of the other resale sites. Now, I absolutely love this bag, and I'm so happy I purchased it. I might not ever sell this bag, but if I am being realistic, I know that this is a very trendy bag, and there is a chance that one day I might want to sell it and get something else. So that's why I just think that if you're going to purchase a new bag, it makes a lot of sense to buy something prior to a price increase. Since the Bottega cassette with chain and the Fendi Baguette both had a price increase, those are not bags that I'm going to be purchasing through the store. Like I said, if it's something that you're still interested in, you can always look on StockX and try to get it for the pre-price increase price of the bag. So now that we covered why I think this bag is a good purchase at its current price, I just want to discuss a little bit more about the details as to why I decided to go with this bag over some of the other bags I had been talking about. So firstly, I know a lot of people don't like the fact that it's so similar to the Bottega cassette with chain, but that's one of the reasons I love it so much. I love the fact that it's the similar cushiony material and it comes with the chain. I also love the fact that it is detachable on this bag. I think that that's a great option. You can leave the chain on and throw it over your shoulder. You can just have it hanging down with the canvas strap, or you can just remove it altogether. The other thing that I really like about it is the chain. Because it is detachable, you can actually wear it as a necklace, and Louis Vuitton is in their new collection actually has almost the same exact thing for a necklace, and it is going for over $1,000. So just something else to keep in mind if a chunky chain is your type of jewelry. The other thing I do like about this bag that I know a lot of people don't is that it does look like the Louis Vuitton toiletry really 40 size bag, and that has been really trendy where girls are wearing it kind of as like a clutch. I think it's really cool, and I do like the idea that they took that same styling and made it into an actual like bag. The other bag that a lot of people are saying it looks similar to is the Celine Trio, which was really popular, I believe, around 2015, 2016. It definitely does look a lot like the Celine Trio, but once again, that's a bag I really like. So I was super happy that this bag has similar styling. And lastly, because it comes with the canvas detachable strap, it is also pretty similar to Louis Vuitton's own multi-pochette bag, which I also think is really cool because that was a bag I had been eyeing for a while as well. So now I'm just going to put these straps on just so you can see what the bag looks like. Okay, and something I mentioned in my other video, but just to keep in mind, I have heard that this has been bothering people who do own this bag. It does have this little piece that sticks out, which is part of the zipper. You do have to tuck this under this gold hardware piece each time you go to pull up the bag. So just keep that in mind. It is a little bit annoying, but it's fine. Okay. When I first saw the bag, I wasn't too sure if I liked this gold hardware on the side, but now that I have it and I've styled it a few times, I do really like it. I do like the fact that the chains fit perfectly in this little circle, and it just looks really nice. So here's the bag with the straps on. And as you can see, you can easily hold this up for a shoulder strap, or you can do this and wear it crossbody, cross on your shoulder. Something else that I like is that this strap is super adjustable. It doesn't have 3 or 4 holes like a lot of other bags. You really have full range to make this as short or as long as you would like it. So you can definitely wear it very easily as a crossbody or a shoulder strap. So thank you so much for joining me. If this is a bag you're interested in, please let me know in the comments. If there's anything I forgot or any additional questions you might have, please also let me know in the comments, and I'll be sure to answer those as best as I can. Thank you again so much for joining me. Your support means the world. Please like and subscribe. Have a wonderful day.